Hey class, so we're at it again. We're out in the shop. Today we're doing drum brakes. So this way you can see the setup on the Suburban. So remember, you've already done the electric assignment for drum brakes, so that's going to be really easy. You've done it. But you do have to, is I've added a repair manual onto Electrude, which is really neat because it has, it's those not textbooks, those hang books that you would see at parts stores. So you have access to that now, so you can look up how to do repairs to different vehicles. So that's what you have to do. You have to get on there, take a screenshot of one of the pages from there of your car, so that way I know you looked it up and that you know how to get to that information and that you hopefully read some of it. Alright, so today we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the drum brakes on the rear of the Suburban. The reason why we're doing it, it's the only car I have actually has drum brakes, and it's not even drum brakes per se, you'll see when we get down there. But the Suburban, after I drive for a while, the brake light and ABS light come up. So it tells me there's some issues. So we're going to learn to diagnose that on Monday when we meet again. But for today, to keep with the lesson, we're going to go over the drum brake. So let me go ahead and switch to the camera and we're going to get down there and we're going to go over a few things and then we'll talk about the different parts. Remember, if you need to communicate back, do it through Google Hangout because I can't communicate fast enough through the YouTube Live. I can do it through Hangout on my phone, which will be next to me. All right, so here we go. Gotta get me some room in here. All right, so what we're going to do is we have the drum brake in here. Now, this is probably the funniest looking drum brake you've probably ever seen. Let's see if you can figure it out. So this is the rear of a vehicle on my Suburban, so 2002. We have right here is a rotor, but you told me it was a drum brake, so that's where it's going to get a little trickier. This is a drum brake. The parking brake mechanism is the drum brake part, and that's what I think is misadjusted. So what we're going to do is we have to take the caliper off and then the bracket so we can take the drum off. Okay? So sorry, answering the question. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up my toolbox and get to that. All right, so the question came up is what did I have to do with Electrude on my car? That is, you have to look up how to do a repair on your car. All right, so hopefully I have the right tools at home here for this. So once again, to show that I have it safety, you can see the jack stand right here. And then back there I have the floor jack that I raised. It's sitting on the pumpkin ready to go if it needs to do anything. I'm going to look in here and over here, and I'm looking good. So I'm going to say that's probably a 15 or a 14. Let's give it a try. Whoa, I was way off. Still going, keep going, smaller. Okay, there's one of the bolts. They I put Loctite on there, and that's hence why I always sharpen it or tighten it a little bit and then I loosen it. Oh, I did one of my biggest mistakes. Don't remove the bolt all the way. Break them both loose first. That way that bolt holds. Okay. There's the bottom bolt, same thing, it has Loctite. Got my gloves on. Okay. Okay, there's my caliper. I'm gonna set that up here. Make sure I don't bind that brake line. There we go. Go ahead and take the pads off. I'm gonna take an inspection of the pads. So here's the pads. And it does have an indicator in there, that's that groove. We don't want to go lower than that. It does have the chirper. Nope, that's, and this is all funky, so that means that this wasn't installed right on whoever did it. There's the chirper, by the way. This is a silencer pad that didn't get installed right. Okay, see this one has the little clips. This one also didn't get positioned right, so it came loose. Okay, there's the squeaker. That looks fine. Okay, so now you can see that the drum's ready to come, but I need to take this bracket off so that way I can take the drum off. And before I do that, I'm going to actually zip tie this up because I'm afraid as I move stuff around, it might want to fall. And I really don't want to deal with bleeding the brakes on this thing. Alright, so let me go grab that. So I'm not that far. This is where I missed having the lifts at the shop. Alright, so I'm gonna go right here onto this bar, this upper control arm link, and through the bolt hole. That's what I was trying to stop from happening. These zip ties are not long enough. So, double them. And I'm not used to working with such fat gloves. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to take this caliper off, bracket. So let me go ahead and show you. So down there, you can see this bolt. I know, really bad. That way I can now remove that. So, Let's just try out a wrench. Most likely I'm going to have to use a breaker bar. Okay, not that side. Okay, I'm gonna get the breaker bar. Of course. Well, so it'd be, let's see if I have it. Alright, this is funny. This is why we torque things. If we over torque them, like that is, because I know that I could break what it should be, it will make it impossible. Hence why we always make sure we torque our lug nuts, because think about being on the side of the road and you could bust it loose. So, yeah, so what I want to do is I don't want you to sit here and watch me fight with this stupid thing. You know your electric assignment. Gotta look up how to do the repair. You've already done the one on drum brakes. I'm gonna get that apart. I'll record after I've done that, and then I'll post that information later. Whew. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. So if you need anything, hit me on Google Hangout, and then you can watch this video later on. All right, thank you.